Then the church, of course the church originally was somewhere else, then they built it here. So this tradition I think dates back to I don't know when, but definitely over 100 years, maybe 200 also. It may be a time when the sailors were saved from the shipwreck. They used to come and say some prayers at the foot of the cross and go up and crown the cross with that copel. The copel is the crown of flowers, no? That is called the copel. In Konkani it is called the copel. So that is what they put on the cross. They wear it, and one of the boat men, they go up and they put the copel on the cross.
They are crowns made of flowers and ferns and branches to decorate. I did try to ask people what was the actual significance of that. What the people told me was, first they had two interpretations. Number one was that it was like crowning somebody when coming into the village, was number one. And the second thing what they said was that it represented the crown of thorns on Jesus, which I felt had no significance basically, but it was that crown part of welcoming somebody like a king into your village using the natural products back again. That is what I felt was nice. They are called as copels. Actually, copel in Konkani means a chapel, but I don't know in the other Konkani dialect the forehead is called as a couple. So I don't know whether it is couple to copel or whether thing, but it looks nice.
Esta coroa que tenho aqui na cabeça, que é feita de folhas e de flores e sei lá mais o quê, é muito importante para o final da festa de São João. Há uma pessoa que sobe até ali ao alto da capela e coroa a cruz. E toda a gente no final quer ter a copela mais bonita. And what are the other highlights of São João Feast?
Seolim now is associated with the traditional boat parade, which never ever happens anywhere outside Seoli. It's a tradition specially made in Seoli. It happened, the tradition is lost in mist, how old it is, but the elders say it is over 100 years old, and that was a time when boats used to come from Anjuna, they used to come even from Morji and from Bade in Asagaon, and then the local boats from Seolim. But I think over the years what happened, even the Morji there was a tragedy of boats coming for the Sanjang on their boats, so they have stopped coming now. But now a lot of other people take part, so it has really become bigger than what it was, and it's become colorful. Earlier it was not so colorful, because they used to come in boats, only they used to tie some palm leaves and a few balloons, and they used to come and go. So every time when I went to, somebody said, the boats are coming, I went there, you could not see anything, because they used to come with the tide. So if you didn't know the tide, and they were not organized, so they used to just come and go. come all the way. They used to make some prayers at the Sanjaon Chapel and then come to the big cross near the church and say some prayers, go up, crown the cross and come down and go back again. So if you were not there for those 20 minutes or 10 minutes, you never saw them.
St. Anthony feast here in Chile also is special.
St. Anthony is very, very popular actually. And every Tuesday they have a Navina here. I don't know if you know of that. And people come from all over Goa, I would say, for this Navina, to make this Navina.
But why this special love for St. Anthony?
Well, special love, I think, they get their wishes granted and all. Basically, they come with some problem. And I think a lot of people's wishes have been granted. So that's why it's become popular.
There are some saints whose devotion is very much in vogue in Goa. And they have been made like popular saints. One of them is St. Anthony. And maybe it is because of the Portuguese influence. I hope so it is because of that. And they have been made into so popular that people come especially to ask them some favors. And they think they give them favors. Therefore, favors have made them very popular. A lot of people come and tell, especially the non-Catholics, the non-Catholics, they come and tell us stories about things being robbed, things being lost. And they have found it, okay? Therefore, they have brought other people also. I remember last year here, when the Theresian is 13 days of the preparation. On the first day, one lady came here and he told me someone has stolen her gold, okay? Pray for her. And after 3 days, she comes back to tell me, thanks St. Anthony, I have already found my gold. One of the stories, at least I heard, they tie St. Anthony, okay, with strings and all, and to ask him to tell them who is the robber of their things which have been robbed. And sometimes they even hit him, beat him, okay, to inspire and tell them who is the real robber and all. And I heard sometimes they come to know, maybe they come to know through inspirations who is the robber, and then they leave him to say, you are now set free, okay, because you have told us who is the robber. And they go in after find out the robber. It's stories. Secondly, about the things also lost in the well, which I told you. Sometimes they tie a statue of St. Anthony to a stake, okay, and send him down in the well. And maybe with the stake they search the well and all, and sometimes they find that. They say St. Anthony has found that. I wouldn't say St. Anthony, maybe the stake has found that, but they say St. Anthony has found that thing. So some superstition regarding St. Anthony and all. And one more thing which I heard from people and all, okay, they say if you have to, come for 13 days continuously. What I believe, all this is faith. Not that because they came for 13 days. It is your faith. So they come 13 days continuously, and whatever they have asked, they get it. Maybe after 13 days or 12 days. But they get it if they continuously come.
Mas como em todas as lendas, cada faz a interpretação que lhe dá mais jeito. E o pobre Santo António tem sofrido muito à custa disso. Por exemplo, as meninas que não arranjam noivo, o que é que fazem? Enterram o Santo António de pernas para o ar no jardim e prometem que só tiram de lá quando Santo António lhes arranjar um noivo. Aqueles que perdem um objeto, que lhes é roubado, atam o Santo António e metem-lhes pernas para o ar dentro do poço e só tiram de lá quando o objeto for encontrado. Mas pior ainda é quando a imagem de Santo António se parte. Bem, aí é um sarilho, porque tem que se juntar todos os cacos, levar para o cemitério e enterrá-lo. Mas sabe o que é ainda pior? É quando Santo António leva uma tareia, que só para quando Santo António acede ao pedido feito.
Portuguese people are what we call in Portuguese festejo. They like celebrations. And celebration is something special. And for the Portuguese people, band is one of the part of the celebrations. Alvorada is a band which they play early in the morning at 5. That is why, to wake the people up, saying today is a festive day, you shouldn't sleep now, come on, wake up. And wake up with that spirit of festive spirit, a high spirit. Therefore, that Alvorada is a certain tune, I can't tell you, but it is a certain tune which they always play that. And after they play different tunes. It is not now, it is for years now. So, even when the Portuguese were here, every church for their main feast, they had a band. So people, when they have a band, they think that is a special occasion. Therefore, for the feast, we usually have a band. My thinking is, it is faith, nothing else. Not St. Anthony is more powerful than the other saints, or he can do, not because of it. It is only faith. It depends when your faith comes up, and maybe at that time God gives you the thing. So it's...
E para concluir o nosso programa, não podemos deixar de fazer uma rápida análise na forma como se celebra os santos populares em Portugal e em Goa. Enquanto que em Portugal estamos no verão, comemos sardinhas, bebemos sangria e dançamos até de madrugada, aqui em Goa estamos em plena monção. E chove ininterruptamente durante 3 meses, desde o início de junho até ao final de agosto. E é por isso que os santos populares têm uma relação tão direta com a água. E nós temos de terminar por aqui, mas eu cá estarei ininterruptamente, quer faça chuva ou faça sol, todos os 15 dias. Até ao próximo programa. Este programa é patrocinado por Centro Cultural Comunicar.